with that situation, that shit numbed me to death.
Yeah.
That shit numbed me to death. Like, I can't, like, I've been to funerals after that, and I can't, like, I'm standing there, I'm like, why can't I cry?
Crying?
You know what I'm saying? Why can't I cry?
Yeah.
I can relate to that.
Do you find yourself like not giving a shit about like kind of anything after that? You know what I mean? Like where like you feel more numb in general.
I was 15, probably 16. So at that time,
you can
I give a fuck about nothing. God damn.
Baby, I just love the hustle. Can't seem to shake it off me. Any means, any way, regardless. Out the struggle. Plate is gone. Yeah. Look, it ain't no love up in these streets. Wanna see all my niggas eat. If it's a plate at my table, promise we all can get a piece. Ain't no rules if it's drama, and ain't no talking if it's beef. Get in the field like a lineman and put some mud up on them cleats. I know it's all about timing, and every dog gon' get a treat. That only come when you grindin'. This kind of cause ain't for the weak. I lived it all, so I put it inside the clauses in my speech. See niggas fall out for nothing. Find out that karma's bittersweet. This shit is deep. When we at war, we at that door like trick or treat. And can spot a bird, nigga, by who got the biggest beak. I ain't impressed. I've been a menace. Play like Dennis with the sling. Spin and hit the shot on him, feel like Dennis off the wing. If it wasn't 9 to 5, had to make it off a zing. Went from busting those down till I made it off a P. Tell them I just let her hustle, feel like Mitch in a V. Dodging Rico's trying to stay out of the vision of police. Baby, I just let her hustle. I can't seem to shake it off me by any means, anyway, regardless. Gotta make it out the struggle. Don't sleep till the plate is gone. Understand the wins gon' feel better than the losses. I just let her hustle. I can't seem to shake it off me by any means, anyway, regardless. Gotta make it out the struggle. Don't sleep till the plate is gone. Understand the wins gon' feel better than the loss. Let it be known that I roll solo everywhere cause niggas fake. And I don't trust a soul because he suckin' niggas hate. No favor for a favor when you fucking with a snake. When the shit don't go they way, watch they throw it in your face. Bitch, you fucking with a great. No, something's gotta shake. My back against the wall case they plotting on my fate. If it's problems to resolve, got that answer on my waist. Let it go if it gotta be me or you, it's no debate. I'm from the 8, no politicking on my side. My niggas ride, let it swing and park a nigga if we ever gotta slide. Know the Reaper been lurking, so tell them niggas running high. Try to vibe, but these niggas went and shook up the hive. I arrived, these weak niggas rather see my demise. I survive, cause see when they tryna fool you with smiles, not surprised. Tell them pack it up, stand on my business and I back it up. Could never stop until I had enough. Baby, I just let her hustle. I can't seem to shake it off me by any means, anyway, regardless. Gotta make it out the struggle. Don't sleep till the plate is gone. Understand the wins gon' feel better than the losses. I just let her hustle. I can't seem to shake it off me by any means, anyway, regardless. Gotta make it out the struggle. Don't sleep till the plate is gone. Understand the wins gon' feel better than the losses.
Damn, Jimmy went crazy on that. Damn, Jimmy. Wow, what's up? Welcome back to High Street. Steve, you went crazy on that shit too, bro. Like,
Appreciate it, man.
Dude, I'm sorry. I feel like you gotta be one of the top guys in town.
I think so. You know what I mean?
I know you do. I know you think that.
You feel what I'm saying?
You're supposed to think that.
I do appreciate that, though.
Yeah. Dude, unbelievable.
Thank you.
Yeah,
that song's crazy.
Yeah.
When he was editing it earlier, he didn't have the beat over it. And I was like, oh, this is hard. But he did the whole song a cappella. This is a little unorthodox. What the fuck did you do, Dallas? And then he put the beat on. And I was like, all right, bro.
That's my new shit, bro. That's my new shit. No beat.
No beat?
Yeah.
Oh,
super avant-garde.
What, when you mix it?
I'm just like, here's the beat, bro. It's nothing.
There's a dude who his music act was sitting at the piano and not playing anything. It was just silence. Because music is about pauses and shit. So he's like all pause.
But could he play piano though?
He just said no diddy and sat down, bro. He didn't give a fuck.
That's crazy.
That was a fire song. Yeah, the video came out good too, bro. That shit was fire.
Really
that whole
that
take
one.
was fire.
Shout out.
What'd you say?
I really like that one. That's one of my favorite ones all year, I think.
You made the beat too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, we recorded that shit yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah.
How many beats does Dallas have on your album?
Just one, right?
One.
Yeah.
Oh, just that one?
How to know?
More than ever. No, that one's not on it.
Oh, okay, got you.
No, it's definitely
Yeah,
not
Product of
enough.
the Pain 2 is out now though.
Out right now.
So pause
Talk
this.
about it.
Go over to Apple Music or Spotify or whatever your favorite streaming platform is.
Go find that.
Type in CEZ look for the black and white picture of the guy with the long beard.
Yeah, check for
Click
this.
on that one. Click on Product of the Pain 2. Click like, download, play, add to playlist, whatever the fuck. Follow the artist.
Hell yeah.
Make sure, especially if you live around here, you better be doing that shit because that's the shit that matters.
Absolutely. And make sure y'all tune into, you know what I mean, More Than Ever, produced by Dallas Rose. You feel what I'm saying?
That's a good track. Yeah.
Amazing joint.
That wasn't the one that we did for the show last time you were on it, right?
Nah.
Right.
We still haven't done anything with that.
I know.
Yeah.
That's not even out. So it's exclusive to the episode. Well, definitely go back to the last time Caesar was on.
Yeah,
Check
it's
that
been
shit
about
out.
a year, right? It's like
Yeah.
a little, we've been going through it again because we had on last. Oh, King Bricks came on.
Yeah,
and
shout out
then you
Bricks.
was next. You was after Bricks.
Yeah, and then our first episodes here was Bricks the first week. And then you upstairs, the only episode we did on the top floor.
Yeah, I remember that.
tough.
That's crazy, bro. That was really like almost a year ago.
It's a year
Like
ago.
about a year.
We're in
It
It
August.
is a year ago. Yeah.
So that must have been around the time of By All Means Necessary.
Dude, this might be the exact 1 year anniversary of the last time you came on. I'm going to look it up.
Could
right
it?
now,
That's
dude.
crazy. That would be crazy.
I'm going to look it up.
Yeah, I mean,
that, it really might be.
That'd be like how, like, I mean, shit come full circle.
I think it was a little later, bro. I think it was in the October area.
nah, bro. It was definitely summer. I remember because I was hot as fuck, and then I ate the edibles, and then they hit me mid-episode, and you could tell. when
Pretty
they hit
sure
me,
I
too.
bought a T-shirt, too.
Yeah, you did. You bought a lace joint.
Yeah.
August 10th.
Oh, it was.
It's exactly a year.
Yep.
Get the fuck
Yeah.
out. So
It's
wait,
August
hold up, but it's
14th.
August. Okay, bet.
That's not planned
That's
either.
No.
crazy.
No.
That's crazy.
That's
That's
fire.
how natural it is, dude. That's how natural it is around here.
So that shit was crazy.
Genuine
That's
shit.
some spiritual psychic work. I don't know. That's some.
I hope you don't
crazy
get
shit.
like any sewage burst open on you again, bro.
Dog, that was wild. Okay, first of all, we could recap a little bit on that episode. 20 minutes in, my edibles hit.
Oh, that's
I had
right.
about 50 milligrams of gummies. Shout out to Spark. And then I was just like, man, what did I do? Why am I so fucking blasted? And I'm like, oh, the fucking edibles. And then that water thing happened. It was a whole thing.
Yo, if you watch that episode back, Jerry, I was definitely like
Yo, you could tell I was baked, dude.
chilling in the corner.
Well, we hit
You're a day one fan if you
New
remember
beginnings.
that.
You feel what I'm saying? You get a run back.
No
1
edibles.
year anniversary type shit. That's dope.
Yeah. So how's the album doing, man?
It's doing good.
Yeah?
It's doing good. The reception that I'm getting from it is pretty dope. You know
How do
what I'm
you
saying?
feel about it?
Shit.
The album, like the music itself.
The music itself, I grew to appreciate it more because I had it in the tuck for so long. Like
Grew to, so you weren't feeling it at first, or what?
before I released it,
Yeah. Like, what do you mean by grew to appreciate it?
100% honesty, nah.
Why
me
did you put it
personally,
out?
because it was what I intended to do. You know what I'm saying? But
Stick
it was
to the
like,
plan.
yeah, but I listened to it so much before releasing
That's why, bro.
it got old. You know
Sure,
what I mean? So
yeah.
it was like, it was really like that. And then after that, I listened to the first Product of the Pain, and then
Okay.
I listened to the second one, one after another. And it's like, I got a whole different appreciation for it because you could see the growth, you could hear it. You know what I mean? Like a lot of the situations that were in the first one are re-explained in the second one, or, you know, the end result of what happened in those situations in the first one come out in the second one. Like
Oh,
it's-
wow. It's whole
really-
storylines, huh?
yeah, it's like my music is really like perspective, bro. Like I really put like situations into my shit. I don't say I'm not into putting names and you know getting niggas indicted and shit like that, but it's true music. You know what I'm saying? So that's why Product of the Pain was what it was, because it was really everything that had to do with me.
Name's fire, too.
Yeah, appreciate that.
Product of pain. Is that what
Product
it
of
is?
the pain.
Product of the
I
Pain.
like that shit.
That's the shirt for it right there, too, man. I like
Yeah,
that.
that shit's so.
Two
Yeah.
shirts on sale right now. Definitely holler. I mean, we got those.
Good, man. Good for you doing business. That's what you're supposed to be doing as an artist.
Sure, man. Merch, all of
I
that.
feel like that's what you got to do, though, because you getting pennies on the dollar for a stream. You got merch is, I think, is the way to go.
I mean, they'll
gotta
tell
monetize that
they'll tell you that merch is primarily your biggest money maker. You know what I'm saying?
I be in Fenway a lot
Travis
now.
Scott's and all
Yeah.
of that, like they sell merch heavy. So nigga, that's the new wave of the game. That and you know walkthroughs, club appearances and shit. But you really not making money.
Brand
off
deals.
of-
Yeah.
yeah, you're not making money off.
Like, if you ever want to see something crazy, dude, just look up the lineup for shows at Fenway and just watch, bro. Like, the Lana Del Rey concert, bro, like 3 blocks.
The day before and shit.
3 blocks of people buying shirts, bro, $40 each. And like it wasn't just one line, it was like 3 or 4 people wide, and they sold out. Like people were sad they couldn't buy more.
Yeah.
And like Post Malone's coming out in September. Watch, it's gonna be the same shit.
It's gonna be crazy, right?
But you know what? The merch thing only comes after.
Yeah,
You're only able to sell merch once you connect with the audience. You feel what I'm saying? Like that's what I've always thought.
It's like
because they gotta like the person first before they buy anything.
Yeah.
from
But I
them.
always tell someone,
It's like
though,
the cult's outfit, you know what I'm saying? It's like they buy something that they support because it's kind of like either that's how they rep.
You just want to be part of the club. You want to show that you're part of the club.
It. Yeah,
the
exactly,
C's Club.
Exactly.
Also, like you people lose out on opportunities, or even let's say your following's not there, you do a show and you don't have them shirts for sale or something that somebody could buy. Because I watched a comedian once, not no famous dude. I went to the club, watched him, and he was selling shirts. I bought one immediately, so he got a sale off me just me watching him one time.
Yeah, if you're gonna be out doing shit, you better.
Why
bring merch.
not? Don't
you better
go
bring
do a
merch.
show.
What else you doing? Sitting there, fucking talking to people.
Yeah.
Right.
Set up a table, bro.
Why the fuck not?
That's for
Sponsors help with that, bro. Like I remember when I first moved back to Boston, I started doing shows and I sold like mad trays for this one of my partnership brands, my old partnership brand. I used to do.
Dude, I remember that. It was at
I
Sammy's
used to
patio.
Yeah, what?
I definitely have a memory of like walking around the merch section and seeing that tray. Those little funky trays, right?
Yeah,
They're like
it was a
special.
little bamboo tray.
Right, yeah. I remember like
Shout
being
out
like,
to
oh, there's that
Paramore,
artist alone.
yeah.
He's selling their shit. That's interesting.
Yeah.
That was
So,
before
like-
we really knew each other.
Yeah, absolutely. So like we had a deal, right? So like I would like be their brand ambassador and they would cut me like a percentage of everything that I sold.
Nice.
So that's how I feel like if you were a newer artist, that's how you would make more money off. Like continuing with from what C said, that we don't make money off streams as artists.
The currency is attention.
Yeah,
If you have attention, you can make money.
absolutely.
So if you're an artist, a music artist, the way you develop attention is with your music.
Yeah.
You know,
And
so
now
that's
you
putting it
got
on social media. That's obviously you put it on streaming platforms. You get a little bit off that, right? But unless you get a smash, you're not getting paid.
Right.
Streamer.
You gotta. It's really the independent grind. Like you gotta love the craft enough to be able to sell your merch like you would sell a zip.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you would sell a car. Like you would sell anything. You
Bro,
know what I'm saying?
I really believe too that music sales are gonna come back and need to come back. Like where you sell the music to people for a price, $1 per song or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, limited
what
editions, whatever.
Bro,
You know,
I think the cool thing is going to be getting physical music again. Watch, it's going to come back.
You need a player for that though. You know what I'm saying?
No, I know, but I think it's going to be something. It's going to be some device. It'd be like, oh, you could download off it, whatever it is.
And maybe if you could just like hold it to your phone and listen to it, if it was near, that'd be dope.
something that'd be dope.
I'm not
If
a
you could listen to it when it
I'm not a
was near your phone.
theologist, bro, but I think the direction that we're taking as a society is like the virtual world, right? So like I think what people are gonna want to buy now is what you make in the virtual world.
You can sell
because
music
that
in
becomes
VR.
like more authentic in some weird way. Like
they
it's
already
so-
did that. They did that with NFTs.
in a way,
Meta-
but that's
meta-
you
That's
can
a form of selling it, but that's not like the.
I
the-
mean, okay,
What I'm
so
saying-
for
what I'm
example,
saying
right?
is when Meta VR first came out.
Okay.
When Mark first announced that, he also announced with it that there was a special NFT that you could buy specifically in the metaverse.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? So
No, yeah, you can use it.
Zuck's
in
way
games and
ahead of
shit
you,
like
dude.
that.
Zuck's he's way ahead of everybody.
Some NFTs are usable in games. That's why they're NFTs because they're like collectible tokens in
Yeah.
a way.
I'm
right?
not gonna lie, bro. If I'm a mass artist, I'm selling Grabba. With my fucking name on it. Nigga.
So you know, I think GTA
I'll
is
sell the fuck
implementing.
out of
Bro,
it.
So-
merch is merch, not for nothing. Like
Facts.
I got an idea like that pertain because people always tell me like, "Yo, the beard. You got to do something with merch that got to do with the beard." And I got an idea for it, and everybody's like, "Yo, bro, that shit would hit because niggas love their beards. You got to figure out a way to appeal to that." You feel me? And it's just gonna go right along with the artist brand.
What's up with the comb? Where's the comb, dude? I thought you were gonna do the show with the comb.
See?
Where's that comb at?
That's exactly. I mean,
It was gonna be the comb. I was about to be like, it's
It's
either
the
beard
comb.
oil or a comb.
Nah, it's definitely the comb. You feel what I'm saying? Because I'm the only person that people know that just walk around with a comb in his bed.
Wow, look at that. I love that
I
shit.
mean, cool, all of them.
He pulled up to record like he recorded that song with that shit on.
I'm not gonna lie. I thought you did the video by accident with the beard.
That shit's
beard.
cold.
Don't you want to try that?
Nah,
I would. I, mean, if
I
it
want
was
to try that.
mine,
I'm not gonna ask. It's like it's your comb. I don't want to run it through my fucking grimy beard.
No, you gotta get one.
No, that's fine.
But can I get the C's comb?
that whole style is fine.
Yeah. Once
You
they
gonna
come,
throw it
once
in
It
they
the
reminds me
Got
of
you,
when
bro.
people put
Yeah.
the pick in the
Does.
fro.
You
So
never
like
done
the
that
put.
before, Doug?
That's
they put
that's
the stuff-
technically.
yeah.
'cause
I've
I used
combed
to do
my-
the same shit.
You've not left.
I
you've
used to
never
have a
left
crazy
the
ass fro.
beard?
Not like for an afternoon.
Actually feels
Not for an afternoon.
Not for an afternoon. Not for an interview.
I always wanted to braid my beard, like have a long, like
Oh, like a dwarf from Lord of the Rings.
Or
You
like
should
those
do
Asian
that.
dudes. Yeah.
That's good for a guitarist, dude. You should do that.
Cool, right?
Honestly, you should do
I'd be
that.
looking like the
You
guy
get
from
more gigs.
Flaming in Fire or whatever.
No, you'll get
That's
more
what's
gigs,
happening,
dude.
bro.
Flames.
If you're the guitarist with the dwarf braid,
I would get
that'd be
more
like,
gigs, huh?
I want that guy.
All right, that's probably what I'm gonna do now.
Because you can already shred.
It'll be a good gimmick. It'll be a
What
good
if I have it
gimmick with the
attached to
braid.
my hair too? Like
I think it's made of
hair
you.
and then get the braid.
All right, that's a
Yeah,
little
that'd
too
be cool.
far.
That would, I think that'd be a
I'd
little
have to think
off-putting.
about
I
it.
think that'd be a little off-putting.
Yeah, it'd be different.
I'd call the cops on you.
It'd be different.
Try it. You could do it now.
I could try. I could probably.
Why don't you
do
work
it.
on that while we talk?
You want me to braid? I don't even know how to braid my own hair, bro. I wish.
Really? I know how to do it.
wish.
French
I
braid.
always-
I
I
think I
spend
know
way
how.
too much
Start braiding
money.
your
I think I know
hair.
how.
I spend way too much money on it.
I've done it for my daughters a few times. I'm not good at it, but I think
I don't really. I'm gonna be honest, bro. I don't really like guys touching my hair and shit.
I don't want to touch your hair.
Like even my barber, like I'd be like, bro, like don't touch my hair like that.
No, a barber's not a gay situation, dude. Barber's not a gay situation.
It makes sense, but like I don't let my barber twist my hair like that, like braids or nothing like that.
Your barber is supposed to cut your hair.
Yeah, like
He's not
yeah,
supposed to twist you.
exactly.
No, I feel like when you go to the barber shop, gay turns off. Like there's no gay in
Whoa,
the
bro,
barber
there's
shop.
limits to that.
Like I've had gay guys cut my hair before too.
I mean, when I get my beard done, and he'd be going go like this. I'm like, all right, you know what I'm saying? That makes sense.
My
That makes
barber
sense.
just retired on me, dog.
That's the
I got
only
my
time.
last cut with him yesterday.
no
He's like,
way.
by the
Did
way,
you cry? I would
I
cry.
almost cried. I choked up a little bit. You know what I mean? But I was just
Why you
like,
had to say choke?
see, why you got to make it weird?
Because you were
So, like,
talking.
man?
That's what he.
You
What's
making
up
it
with
weird.
Y'all
We
made
just
it weird
said-
when y'all said
we
the gay
just said
terms leave
barber
the
is
barber
most-
shop.
Choke is gay?
What?
You think he's choking on it?
Choked up a bit, bro. Come
Okay,
on, that's
go
a
crazy,
phrase.
go crazy.
But anyways, he was like,
that.
shout out to Oni, but this motherfucker's gonna be an electrician. I'm like, come on, dog. You don't
So
gotta
you
be
really
that
gonna
to
stop
benefit.
cutting my hair? Fam?
So he's not even stopped working. He's stopping being a barber.
Exactly, bro.
To be an electrician?
So now I gotta move on. Like, so I'm looking for a barber, people.
it's gonna
shout
be
out.
hard. I ain't gonna
Crazy.
lie.
I know mad
My
good
barber had me
barbers.
tight today. My barber was the reason I was late today.
Oh no!
Man,
I mean, he did a good job.
Shout out my
I was about
barber.
to say the face.
Did a good job, dude.
Man,
You be running late.
we got to be
overbooked.
better on that time. You know the vibes.
That's crazy, bro. You can't rush a barber. That's crazy.
No,
I ain't
you
talking about the time on
overbooking,
the-
bro.
on the-
Oh,
So they tell me,
all the time,
my
so-
barber did that to me all the time. He'd be like, yo, show up at 3. I show up at 3. He's like, I don't get cut till 3:45.
sitting there for
Oh,
bro.
Yo,
that's
he,
force. That's
still
a
shout out to him.
force.
How messed up can your barber be with before you're like, yo, okay, we'll do this tomorrow type shit? Because I've gotten a haircut before, man, and the Dominican barbers, bro, they be drinking.
Oh, that's crazy.
My barber been he smokes a blunt, like you know.
This motherfucker was just.
I feel
doing
like
the
you
same
could have
shit.
been done by
Talking,
like 20
cutting
minutes
the
ago.
clippers off to go talk to the next. But I'm like, fam, I got somewhere to be. Like,
Right, type shit.
we got to get this shit going.
Oh yeah, when they fucking they're just dicking around.
Yo, one time this nigga had lunch. Like I was in the middle of
that's
my
crazy.
cut. He was like, bro, you mind? I'm starving. I said, bro,
That's crazy. You should go down the street to Bostonian Barbershop.
I'm not doing that.
Don't
They
need
do
a
it again over
barbershop.
I
They
don't.
got all colors.
Unless that's Santo Domingo barbershop, bro. I'm not.
Last time I was there, which was a few years ago, it was all white guys. I think. Yeah,
There's very. No, shout out my white barbers. There's a
they
couple
don't
of
fuck
motherfuckers
around
that
over
do
there,
that.
bro. That's where I met dude Blair.
Yeah, you mean Nate? Yeah, Nate's
Nate,
the
yeah,
homie.
yeah.
But like, I'll go to him and I'll go to whoever he cuts hair with. That's the only white dudes you'll see me with. Pause.
telling
but
you.
like, other than that,
All right. Cease.
Yo,
If you had to cut one from your life,
oh shit,
this or that, right?
Oh,
Beard or hair?
hair.
beard or hair?
Lose a hair. Yeah,
so-
yeah. I mean, I'm with you. What would you?
Not
lose?
for nothing. I can't.
Can't
I
lose a beard, right?
I can't go back to fresh face.
Yeah, at this point.
I've
It'd be
had,
weird,
I've had
bro.
it for so long.
Yeah, it's for
I
life.
was just thinking the other day when the last time that I had like a flat beard, that was probably like 2014, 2013, 2014, some shit like that.
You're gonna be able to be a good Santa when you're old. Like when that shit's white, dude, you can get some Santa jobs. Hopefully, you don't need them.
I'm waiting for the
but-
grace.
Waiting for the grace.
Waiting for the grace. I'm not waiting for the stretch, but you know what I'm saying. The
Like you
aesthetic
want
of the
that?
grace.
You like that? This little salt and pepper.
Cool with that.
the gray,
Yeah.
the beard, my beard is the only weird place I get the gray hairs. It's crazy. Like all
Yeah,
underneath.
I feel like eventually, once your hair goes, you need to have at least something to show that you can grow hair. So I feel like,
yeah, you look like you look
I
kind of
would
like
say
a
hair.
psychopath with no beard. and
Personally,
no
for
hair.
me, I would say hair, but I feel like the right thing to say would be like beard.
Nah, but you got like long.
Nah, it's,
long
it's
shit,
different
bro.
for me. I would never sacrifice.
You got
10
them
years.
sus
I'm
barbers.
gonna
braiding
walk
your
around
shit.
looking
Kid.
crazy, bro. I don't know.
I'd rather look younger than older. I'm gonna be real. I'm still like a little in my. I'm still in my 20s, so I still got. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I could be like faceless if I have long hair. I don't give a fuck. I still
If
be
you
like, whatever.
if you was fresh faced and naturally
Hey, I'd
you
be
good,
like-
but if you have facial hair, like full facial hair, and you cut it back down,
That's weird.
you're
yeah.
never gonna look the same.
Yeah, it changes your look, especially
It
the people that have
changes.
only known you that way. Like your parents would probably be like, whatever, that's back to normalcies.
Nigga, my mother look at me crazy than the best.
You came out the womb like that, bro. Like, yeah.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I think my facial hair started growing when I was like 15.
Same.
15, 16, like 14, 15,
Do you have
16,
kids?
some shit like that. I got a daughter.
Yeah, so she would flip out, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Nah,
to
she
like
would.
recognize you. Yeah.
She would definitely.
You never seen those YouTubes and TikToks where they be like the dad shaves and then the baby starts crying, bro?
Bro, I had like a not like that, but like a relatively full beard for a little while. And then I shaved it off because I was taking my kids to SummerSlam and we were all dressing up as wrestlers and shit.
Yeah.
You know, so I was,
for the kids.
what's his name? Fucking, I can't
Hogan?
remember his name. Dude from,
Goldberg?
it was a dude from the Shield.
Oh my god. I know
Dean
you're talking
something or whatever. But anyways, had to cut it off, just go down to like, 5 o'clock shadow. I came out of the bathroom. They were like, "What the fuck?"
Bro, I remember that. I knew you then, right? I think
Probably,
I remember
yeah.
this. Yes,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah,
That
yeah.
was
It was
weird
a
for
few
me
years
too.
ago.
That was weird.
Dean Ambrose. That's who it was.
Dean
Dean
Ambrose.
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 Random white guy.
Oh yeah, man.
Okay.
So what's up? What
Gas
you
or
got
candy?
For weed.
that I gotta give up?
You have to give up. It doesn't exist anymore in your life.
To be honest with you, I barely even eat candy.
No. Gassy candy as in like the weed type.
Yeah.
You know when you have gassy bud or like the candy, like the runcy bud or like gelatos and shit?
Gas.
Gas.
Yeah.
So you want to keep
Okay.
the gas.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, bet.
You like how that makes you feel better, or you like the taste better?
Like we were talking about earlier, I just feel like that's more natural. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like shit switched a lot when niggas started naming weed a bunch of crazy ass names. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
It's always been like that, though, right?
nah.
There've been some
It used
weird
to
ass
be like
names though, bro.
Thai
Like there
stick
was
and
like
fucking-
shit. There was literally a strain called shit, bro, and there was one this cat piss and there's all these other weird.
That's the
shits.
bottom of the barrel when weed is just called shit.
No,
You
but
also gotta not to discredit what Caesar's saying, because I do agree, but I also understand like the science behind it of like, yo, we can really make this strain really powerful if we just, feed it right or put it in this type of soil or like make it breed with this plant. Like there is a genius factor in there.
Yeah.
I just feel like if we can, like, bro, I'm gonna be real. I feel like people in the 80s and 90s, they felt like weed was going to get like a lot better health-wise, this and that, and it has. But I feel like we've came up with a lot of dumb shit that's just mad unnecessary. Like we should not be paying more than $20 for shit that's less than 20 THC, in my opinion. I just feel like it doesn't matter how
You
it's
don't
grown.
have to, though, do
I'm
you?
not
Unless you
gonna-
go to an expensive shop.
I smoke a lot. I've been smoking for a while. I will take some motherfucking 2006 to 2008 sour over anything that these motherfuckers.
yo, I can't
is
even find.
putting
You
in
can't even
these
find it.
dispensaries,
I've seen so many sours
Like-
lately. None of them smell.
None of them are real sour.
It's ridiculous.
None of them are
That shit
real
got
sour.
lost.
Like
Who's got it?
I want
Who's
this. I
bringing it
want the
back?
sour that if you got caught with that shit, like
some
if
shit.
you brought that shit to school on mistake or wrapped it the wrong way, they was gonna know.
I want that sour that almost got me fired, bro. Like, cause yo, I remember one
right.
time shout out to my bro, free him, right? He was giving me a ride to work. We fucking had a blunt of that because that's all he smoked. Because if you a hustler, that's what you had. And I showed up to work with the new head of HR in there, bro. I walked in there. Homie said, "Dog, this dude's in here. You gotta go." I said, "Fuck it." I like ran out, went to the CVS, fucking bought fucking Clear Eyes, fucking
Axe.
bought Axe, bro. I did.
And
I
nothing you
got
can
right,
do.
bro. And then I left my shit in like the little dressing room
You
area.
smell like Phoenix Fresh.
No, bro. The second you open up that little dressing room right next to the front desk, bro, it just reeked of sour. Oh, it was crazy, bro. But like, yeah, that sour, I missed that. You can't find that no more. Everybody they keep it for themselves.
Dude, that's the worst when you get like when you do something super high at your job.
Yeah. No, that's a story, bro.
Like not too long ago, I was like on a conference call with like the whole department at my job, and it was just like the CIO's call or whatever. So he was just talking, and so everybody just has it on mute. They're just listening, and I I went out to meet my boy who was coming to bring me something, and then he was like, "Yo, you want to smoke?" And I was like, "Sure." I got in the car, we were blasting music and talking and shit. And I look at my phone and it's unmuted.
You finally did it?
Oh, I did it.
That's crazy.
Did it hard, dude.
What happened?
My greatest fear when hanging out with you.
It was like the worst possible call to do it on. Hopefully it wasn't long and they just muted me fast or something. But
All right, so
for like a half an hour, I was like,
I got a question. Shit, fuck it. We just throwing questions out there, right? What's the craziest situation you've ever been in? Like, what's the worst situation that made you stop fucking with like a woman type shit? Girlfriend, somebody that you fucking otherwise.
What was the question?
What's like the worst end to a situation with a woman that you had?
the woman would be cheating.
Cheating?
Yeah.
What's the worst way you got caught cheating?
I don't cheat.
No, it was reversed, bro, for him.
Respect.
Yeah. Nah, yeah. Found out.
For me, bro,
no.
I found a crazy ass little secret Twitter account, dog. She was saying some wild shit that I was just like,
Oh, wow.
yeah, you would not expect it from her too, because she was all nice and innocent, you know what I mean? And then I looked at the Twitter account, I was like, damn, you smutting online like this? Whore. And then I just, the bitch met my mom's, bro. It was wild, bro. It was like one of the first ones I ever introduced to my mom's, and then I was just like, what is this shit? I blocked that bitch immediately. Shout out to her.
Well, what about y'all?
Me first, bro. What was the question again? What was the worst experience I had with
What's the worst
involving
end
a
to
woman?
a situation with a woman that you had?
Damn, that's crazy. I mean, I wrote a song called Karma. I think that's probably the
that
worst.
that bitch's
It was
name?
about the shorty that I was talking to.
You wrote a song about it? Damn. Gang.
I mean, yeah, because the whole everybody already knew about it, so I was like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna just tell my side of the story." You know what I'm saying? So, and like I talked about like how I was talking to this girl, and like, some shit happened, it went down, and like eventually she got like pregnant, and I found out that it was actually somebody else's. You know what I'm
Shout out to
saying?
that dude.
Yo, it was crazy.
Wait, you were dating a girl and she got pregnant.
I went like.
Did you think it was yours?
Yeah, for like 4 or 5 months, and then she.
sorry.
Yeah. It was crazy. It was crazy. I still live with that shit, but it's all good.
That's a rough one, man.
I was like 21. So it was
So
like
you like went through the process of like, I'm gonna be a father. You accepted it. You like worked.
And it comes out like Chinese. You're like, what the fuck?
bro. At least you found out. I mean, not to fucking.
It was
try
a
to make
lot worse,
that's
actually.
terrible, but it is like relatively good that you found out before.
How do you find
it was
out?
born.
The person that she was someone that I knew.
Oh, okay.
And they told me, yeah.
What a bitch.
You guys should have went on more. That would
What
have
a
been way
bitch, dude.
Maury is crazy.
Why did she?
Maury is crazy.
So she was telling you it was yours, and she knew it was his. Or she didn't know.
We don't know that
Yeah.
part. I don't know that part.
Do you know if it was his or yours? You don't know.
I think
for sure.
I have
have you
feeling.
ever verified that it's definitely not yours?
Yeah.
You had DNA.
No.
you seen it?
What if
no.
he comes out playing the guitar with long hair, bro?
So then
Oh, yo, this is gonna get way too more. This is way deeper than.
Dude, we don't have to go there if you don't want to go there. I won't force
Yeah,
you.
we
to go
don't
there.
know. I'm
Yeah.
not sure, but like at that point, I just I learned my lesson, like not to trust, like
Nah, that's bullshit, dude.
that hard. You
You can't fuck with somebody like that, man. That's too deep to fuck with somebody.
Absolutely.
I get so mad when I hear about like fathers that raise somebody else's kid for like 5 years and then they
I think
find
that's
out
like
and
our
shit.
biggest fear.
Your
It's a
story,
crazy-
that's such
it's a
bullshit.
crazy
Dude. Don't do
place
that
to
to
be.
people.
crazy.
Yo, yeah, brother.
It's a crazy place to be in.
That happened to you? It did.
Oh my god.
Good for you. Yeah, good for you, man.
Gang, you said she's 26?
Yeah, that's rough though, dude. That must have been true. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean, at that point, you have a bond with the child, right?
Yeah.
No, yeah.
I haven't been in
Right.
that situation, but I'd be like, yo, shout out to Michael
Yeah.
Jordan. Fuck them
Yeah.
kids.
Yeah, man.
They ain't mine.
Fuck them kids.
Sorry, bro. Get that
that's
other
crazy,
man got to
man.
take care of them kids.
But yeah, what's up? What's
Liquor or weed?
up?
Wait, he didn't say his story.
I'm definitely nah.
just
nah.
Oh yeah, wait a minute. Yeah, it was as crazy as you ever been caught cheating.
Crazy. I got caught.
That's why I was laughing. I
I
was
got
like, okay.
caught by my old chick with my new chick in my crib. Like my old chick.
In person.
Was it her
Wow,
house?
that's a full
It's
transition.
my spot. But she frequenting
she had
there,
keys
you know
and
what I'm
shit?
saying? She had access.
So wait,
So-
you gotta tell me. We're not gonna get too messy, but like, was there an altercation because of that type shit?
Nah.
What did she interrupt you doing?
I would nothing.
Okay,
Just
good.
hanging
It was
out.
just
I
chill.
was I was just
What were you doing though? Were you
What
just
do you
watching
finish
TV or
If
something?
you got caught.
No, I was smoking.
You were just sitting there smoking?
Old girl was smoking and shit like that. I was none the wiser that old girl was on her way to the crib. She ain't tell
You
me
and new
nothing.
girl was smoking.
Yeah.
An old girl
was
on the
pulled
way.
up to the crib.
So you were chilling there? Were you listening to music or anything like that?
I don't remember what I was thinking.
What was your reaction?
Somebody came to my door and was like, yo, such and such is here.
Oh, were you in your room?
Yeah, and I'm looking, I'm like,
and she's in your room. New girl's in your room.
Yeah. Bad situation is like I just looked at her and she already knew it was like, so girl pull up, sit in between me and Shorty. I'm like, bro, what are you
Oh wow.
Like it was just crazy.
That's a move.
But old girl, she's like that, bro. She like that. You know what I mean? But that's probably, I wouldn't say the worst, but that's definitely probably like
that's pretty
funniest.
Was her name Fame?
That's not that
situation. That's crazy.
He would probably have a stab wound if that one. Okay,
y'all
wait,
got
hold
one?
on, Jimmy.
Y'all have one that's related to the previous sentence.
What? Okay. Don't say who it was, but we know who it was. Don't say who.
Wait.
Girl threw my keys down my trash chute.
Oh, yeah.
And then got me kicked out of my apartment because of it. Because
why? Because what was the reason that she got so mad?
Well, no, she accidentally did it.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, she accidentally threw the keys down the trash chute.
But then needed to get in, and that's how she blew up.
Get in.
Right.
And then I was telling her, I was like because I wasn't supposed to be living there because my friend Kyle was like letting me live there, and I was like, under no circumstances can you go to the office. Like, do not go to the office. You'll get me kicked out of that apartment. Like, I will have to move out. And she was just like, no, I'm not going to do that. I have to get on this flight. Like, nah. And then I was like, please, like at work. And my house is like 5 minutes away from my job.
Right.
And then, and she just does it. And actually it was Kyle who was letting me live at his house. Kyle, he's the director of operations here. Mm-hmm. Why we got this spot. Similar situation.
Almost also fucked up.
Yeah.
But keep going. Right.
And seriously, and then she goes into the office and says that she's Kyle's girlfriend and that she needs to get keys to go into that place. And Kyle's there, and he's just like, I have no idea who she is. So then she gets into an argument with Kyle in the office. And I was like just on the phone with her, and I heard her walk into the office on the phone as I was telling her not to do it.
And then she hung up?
Yeah. And I was so mad.
That was a pretty sweet apartment too. I remember that spot.
It was a sick ass apartment.
Yeah, I helped him move out of that apartment.
It was on Memorial Drive in Cambridge, 2 minutes away from Micro Center.
That was with one of like 3 moves inside a year for Jimmy.
Yeah.
Wow.
That me and my brother had to do.
Yeah.
Damn.
And
Which got a little old after a while, especially the one to the place on Beacon Street, up and down 4 flights of stairs was,
that was
a lot,
fucked up.
dude. And it was no packing, so it was like an item at a time. Yeah. Definitely going up. I don't know if you ever went to Jimmy's old apartment. It was the 4th floor on Com Ave.
It was pretty bad, yeah.
And like, double stairway up each floor.
I don't even think I've been to Jimmy's new apartment.
It was like 52 trips.
Okay.
Up.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Why don't you take the elevator?
There was
none.
There was no elevator.
It's old Boston shit, bro. There's no elevators in your buildings, bro. Just old brick shit. You know what I mean? That they charge $3,000 a month for.
Price of living. Fancy.
Yeah, that's of course.
C's, liquor or weed?
That I gotta get rid of.
You got to.
You gotta get rid
You
of
have to
one.
snap on one, dude.
Liquor could go.
Okay.
Liquor
Yeah.
could definitely go.
Yeah.
Deal without that.
In that scenario, like truth be told, like I probably shouldn't be drinking.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Why? Do you feel like you got a problem, or just better off with that?
Nah, I just feel like it's one of those things where it's like if you do too much of it, it does become a problem.
Yeah.
And that is, I mean,
It's a health thing too. Yeah.
I would rather smoke more.
Dog, the
than,
dependency I've seen with
drink.
people like on this show before. Like they've been like, yeah, we've had to take breaks because someone's like, dude, I need my fix.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah,
It's
like
wild.
Yeah.
nah.
I've
With-
never had.
and with liquor, I feel like liquor is more of a volatile addiction than weed is.
You can definitely get into a lot more
You can
trouble
ruin
drinking
someone's
like-
life with because of liquor, bro.
Exactly. You feel me? Not that I'm like, because I'm definitely not a crazy drunk or anything like that.
Yeah,
but,
yeah, yeah.
You know, liquor can make you do some wild shit.
What type of drunk are you?
I'm laid back, bro. I'm
Yeah.
laid back and all,
You just start chilling.
You know
Pass
what I'm
out?
saying? Like, nah, I won't pass out. I might fuck around
natural
and throw
type
up
shit.
if it's some shit that I'm not used to drinking
Yeah.
or something. You feel me? But
Yeah. I'm a puker. When I black out, I puke.
for the most part, I'm a talker.
Okay.
I'm talking. When I drink, I talk.
Get fired
You know
up.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, if it's something that I'm passionate about, we'll be going on it. Like, niggas be telling me to shut up, like the conversation over type shit. I can be an annoying drunk sometimes. No funny, but yeah, like if it came down to liquor or weed, it would definitely be.
I would
gotta
cut
get
both.
out of there.
Same.
I know what you would.
Yeah, I definitely could.
I'm picking weed. I'm picking weed over
Keeping weed.
You're keeping
weed. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
I think this generation, like after our parents, because I mean, we're not all too different in age. Like, I feel like that after a while, you've seen your parent drinking nonstop. You know what I'm saying? In like the 70s and 80s and shit and 90s. Like, I'm like, I don't really like that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's another thing too, though, because if I think in that aspect, neither one of my parents were drinkers. You know what I'm saying? And now that I got a daughter, it's like if I'm gonna give up anything, it's gonna be this.
yeah.
You
One
feel
of
me?
mine was.
Yeah.
One of my parents.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I had family members that definitely are drinkers. You feel me? But
Yeah.
Shout out to my pops. I know where he is right now.
Family and shit. He said, "I know where he is.
I know he is right now. Shout out to pops.
That shit's crazy.
He's the man, but shout out to pops.
That shit is crazy, man." He said,
Chinese food or Mexican food?
What?
"Chinese,
Cutting Chinese?
Chinese for sure." I live in Brockton.
Chinese
bro.
gotta
We
go.
live in Mass. Like we spoiled as far as Chinese.
No,
food
so you
goes.
keeping Chinese, right?
Yeah, I'm keeping Chinese.
Okay,
keeping
so you cut
Chinese
Mexican.
and cut.
All right,
Okay.
so we're playing this or that. Not one
yeah,
gotta
yeah.
go.
This-
If it's one
It's
gotta
both.
go, what you
No, one
say is
gotta go.
has to leave.
No, one gotta go.
Right.
I know what
So
you
if we're playing this or that, what you say is what you keep.
Keep.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes, yes, yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
What
You
So
say is what you keep. So we
Chinese.
keeping Chinese.
So he's keeping Chinese.
Chinese.
I'm with that too, even though like, yo, Mexican would be tough, but I'll be like, yo, my stomach will thank me for it. You know
Low
what I'm
key
saying?
too, right? I fuck with Chinese too, and it's not just Chinese that the Chinese have for Chinese food. They
I want
have
New
like
England
other
Chinese
things.
food, bro. Mass Chinese food. Because I've been out the state and tried their Chinese food. It's not the same.
Mass Chinese food. You're saying
Mass Chinese food is different, bro.
in a good way or a bad way?
In a good
In
way,
a good
bro.
way,
There's
right?
no lobster sauce
Aioli.
out west, bro. You
Same.
can't get lobster sauce out west. You can't get crab ragoons, dog.
That's
Yeah.
wild.
Nah,
Really?
they don't have it like we have it out here. We're spoiled when it comes to Chinese food.
Seafood, yeah.
Like
Spoiled.
even the worst Chinese food that we can think of out here will be fire to somebody on the West Coast.
Yeah, most Chinese
bullshit.
food everywhere else is like bad.
Shit.
Like
Yeah.
not even close.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Like bullshit, right?
Yeah, it's like what is this? It's like Trader
Or it's like
Joe's.
PF Chang's.
or PF Chang's, which is also what is this?
There might be like the
lot
mall
of-
places though, right?
They have like Panda
We have a lot of
Express.
multi.
Panda Express is not bad.
Massachusetts, bro. Boston's full of like Asians,
Sakura, that shit. Yeah.
Dominicans, Puerto Rican, Spanish.
We got everything here.
Yeah,
Dominicans
that's probably
make fried
because
rice too. It's-
Yeah.
it's
we got
bomb 'cause
schools and
it's Dominican
shit,
Chinese
so
food.
that's where they all come from. All the multiracial
It's just
people.
a port too, you know?
Let's
People
flip.
land here.
Let's flip it on music.
Okay.
Producing or engineering.
You got to get rid of one?
You
For
gotta
you,
get with
you
it.
got to pick.
I have to drop
You
one.
you gotta drop one.
Engineering.
I would.
I'm dropping engineering.
Yeah,
Keeping-
I was kind of assuming
producing.
You was gonna keep producing.
Yeah.
You started off as a producer. Almost.
I mean, that's my favorite thing to do. I love engineering.
okay.
But like I'm also very happy if I'm sitting back and there's another engineer recording somebody on my beat.
Right.
Ultimately, I'm in this shit to make songs.
Yeah, production is more creative. You get to be more involved in a lot of ways. Not to say in engineering you don't get to be creative and do your own thing, but it's still like
It's not your
not
shit that you're
creating
writing.
as much,
you
know
didn't
what I'm
write the
saying?
song,
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
Right.
you know?
Is it so you would much rather it just be like, all right, I make the beat here, you do what you got to do with it. Like,
No. I like to be there during the session. I prefer to be, all the way involved in the songwriting process.
Yeah, that's a producer, bro. When you did
Yeah.
it for the entire thing.
That's part of why I like to engineer, because then I can record the guy and be like, do this again, try that, do this, and just and not be telling the engineer to do it and shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
And also there's the creative aspect of mixing that is sort of producing, and you really producing the entire song
right.
instead of just handing off the beat.
Let me ask you this: do you feel like you build better relationships with artists as a producer or as an engineer?
Producer, yeah, producer. I mean, because like you're in it together when you do that shit.
Yeah.
Engineer is a service.
Also, bro,
And I
I've seen
think-
people cheat on their engineers way more than a beat maker sometimes, bro. Like cheat on them as in like, nah, bro, I'll go to this studio, that studio, this studio,
Yeah,
that
to
studio.
record
Not
and
to say that people ain't loyal to the engineers either, but like some people don't give a fuck, bro. I've seen more people
like
not give a
it's
fuck
even.
about that.
I feel like it's even. You
So
know,
I
I
think-
feel like actually people
Not
have
if you,
more
like-
like one engineer than one producer.
Yeah, but not
I
if
feel
you
like one
like
producer is more rare.
really started out and made a sound with a certain person.
That's making
That's
it
different.
So here's the
what you mean.
so I'll put it in my perspective, right? Dallas is a dope engineer.
Thank you.
I like Dallas's input. I like the way that he mixes shit, but he's not my quote unquote main engineer. You
Right,
feel
you got a show, right?
Right.
Shout out Show.
Absolutely. Shout out Show. You feel me?
International show?
But not Show.
Showtime,
Showtime OTB.
Okay.
You feel what I'm saying? But I think that with engineers, people don't value engineers as much as they would value a producer. You're more than likely to see somebody lock in with a producer than they would an engineer. In some of my,
Let's
so
depends
easy.
what value
I
it's
feel like
from.
it's
I don't. It's different. I know. I have a lot of like. I work with Isha. We worked with Naughty before and stuff like that. Sometimes I get people who have like completely different beats. They say, "Oh, I got a beat from Neezy. I got a beat from Dallas. I got a beat from this person." Right.
Yeah.
But like the mix kind of still sounds the same. The engineering still sounds
The engineers
to
crafting that person's
tone.
sounds.
So I feel like engineers' job, bro, is to really get that chemistry built with that artist. Because if we're talking about industrial standards, right? The engineers should be the last person that touches the record.
Yeah.
Right. If we're industrial standard, right?
Yeah.
So that relationship kind of matters as much as the first impression. The last impression is almost as important as the first impression because the engineer has to now have that team chemistry to build that in not only a duration of time, but in the quality that the artist is looking for. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like every engineer could differ. And I feel like, a lot of artists, they go to different engineers, but I feel like having that standard engineer, that standard mix style is very important for our artists.
I totally agree, dude. Because if you think about
Yeah.
if you think about it, yeah, right. If you think about an album, if you think about listening to an artist's top 5, right? Like, you don't want the sound to be all over the place. The beats could be all over the place. But if the way that their vocals sound and shit is jumping around, it's going to mix you up as a listener. Like, you want to get into the way this guy sounds.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's why it's if you're going to choose one to lock in with as an artist, it should probably lock in with an engineer.
Absolutely. In addition to what I say, on my bad, I don't want to cut you off, but in addition, a good example would be Four Bats. Because Four Bats has that distinctive high pitched tone with the flanger and the distortion in his voice.
His vocal sound is crazy.
His engine, that's a style of mixing. You understand? But the beat is always different. The beat, I mean, yeah, he has his like kind of Drake style R&B, but it's always going to be a different synth style or different, right? The production kind of changes throughout the shit, but the mix and his vocals and the engineering style stays in the same environment.
Because I feel like as an artist, you're like a character, like an audio character. When you pop on in a song, you want people to be like, "Hey, that's Cease, that's
they
Alone."
know you.
Yup.
Just based
You got
off
a
of your
sound,
voice.
a voice,
delivery.
It's fairly consistent.
But also I think y'all are mostly right, but then there's situations where it's like, bro, like I know when it's Wiz Khalifa and Sledger and Ricardo. Like I know when it's Jay-Z and Just Blaze or it's RZA beat make it
You could tell the chemistry.
Right.
The
You know what I'm
chemistry
saying?
is
So like
different.
to me that's a little like it's
So
different.
check this out, right? With that's how I feel about the song that me and you just did. You feel what I'm saying? Like we have enough of a chemistry to get in it. We've done it before.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? It made it that much easier.
Plus,
And
you come prepared, bro. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but keep going. Yeah, keep
No,
going.
you good. No, you good. But like there's some type of energy between us when we are in the studio. I don't know if that sounds crazy, but
No,
that's,
it does.
That's exactly what I mean.
We were talking about
You feel
studio
what I'm
energy
saying?
yesterday too,
Like
right?
so, yeah. Hell yeah.
Musical, chemistry, absolutely.
So with that, even though he's not my main engineer, he has a different sound for me. You feel what I'm saying? Than
He's
my
that chick you got
original.
caught smoking with.
Like, bro,
Show comes and sits in between us. Show comes and sits down like,
that's
"What's up?"
crazy.
No dick.
That's funny.
we just smoking.
That's funny. But
We just smoking.
but no cap. I do think it's important to lock in with the right engineers because they are the ones that are gonna help you expand your sound. You know what I'm saying, or build on what's already there. Me and Dallas definitely don't get in the studio as much as we should. You feel me? And I'm
Fair.
I'll take blame for that shit too. You feel me?
Yeah,
but we have there's something there that when we get in the studio, even the first joint that we did for the first podcast that we did,
Yeah,
like
even that time, like I ran into the sound lab and you're like, "Yo, can you record me real quick?"
yeah, that shit
Bang
and,
that shit
and the
out
way that
fast.
shit came
Yeah.
out. I gotta talk to you about that because we gotta do something with that joint.
Okay.
But yeah, it's there. So it's like once you find that right engineer or that right set of connections, it could always be more than one. It's gonna make your process a lot easier.
Yeah,
So,
facts. Because it's not like when you lock in with one, that means it can't happen anywhere else, or you won't get something else from somebody else. You know what I'm saying? That kind of. You ever watched that Wu-Tang show? Mm-hmm. Like when Method Man did. Shout out to RZA, but shout out to the other nigga who made that beat with Mary J. Blige and Method Man, did he? Mm-hmm. But like. That was a remix of a RZA track, and it came out better. He produced and engineered the whole thing. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But then RZA was just like, nah, it's cool because it's a better thing for that song, that type of song. You know,
it's a better idea.
Exactly.
Sure.
That's professional. That's leaving your ego out of it.
Yeah,
which is hard to do.
One of my favorite things in music is the only ego that matters is the songs.
Yeah, it's because you got to remember that you might be making this for yourself, but if you intend on putting it out, you're making it for other people. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? So your thought process is not always the end all be all. There's people that are going to hear that from a different perspective that you would after listening to it for a year. I listened to Product of the Pain 2 for damn near a year. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Before I put it out. But when people heard it for the first time, they're like, yo.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say earlier. Fuck? You can't be selfish about that. Like you to you, if you got tired of it, you're like, man, I'm done with it. I'm making better shit now. Anytime an artist tells me, it's like, bro, because you listen to it 30 times a day.
Right. Yeah.
Of course you be tired of that.
Right.
Of course you could cheek in yourself. You saying, I could do this better, that better, that could have been mixed better. Because you listening to every single little detail.
Like, for instance, yesterday, was it this morning? I hit him up this morning talking about the mix for this song. Right. Because I'm just so nitpicky to certain shit, but he already knew what it was. So I'm like, all right, as soon as you said that, I back off. Again, that chemistry's there. He knows that, you know, and I know that he gonna work on it the way that so that shit is not what I've been listening to for the last,
24 hours.
24 hours. So I appreciate you. Appreciate you.
Nah, bro. I mean, I like to think I know what I'm doing. I know you know what you're doing.
Sometimes
actually after you laid down that verse yesterday, the other guys in the stew were like, you're a professional artist now, bro. Yeah. And we had a debate about what that really means and shit.
Right.
But I think that, they made that comment because you showed up super written, super ready, few takes, sounded great, and it was all set.
We should talk about that because the standard for a professional artist has gone down so low.
Well, I mean,
the ease of access, bro.
I feel like you got to talk about what that and what we were talking about yesterday was what does that really mean?
Right,
that's
I
not
wanted
just
you
like
to
how good are
elaborate
you
on
at
that.
recording.
Right,
it's really more about like you started to get into it. Yeah. So
are we talking about professionalism, or are we talking about what defines a
if you say
professional recording artist?
Well, I wanted to know how that conversation went.
I think you could talk about acting professional or being a professional.
Yeah, like there's
being
a way, there's a way to prepare to where you're ready for the moment in what you're going to do. You know
that I would say is acting professional, right?
So
as opposed to being sorry.
I wouldn't say it's acting professional. I would say that it's making sure that you're ready for what you're getting into. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't walk into the studio where I know that the engineer is not going to be there for long. There's going to be other people there. There's distractions. The first thing that I said, I need some smoke.
Yeah.
And then once I got it, what I say? Let's get in the booth. I ain't even going to smoke yet because I already prepared the verse for that. I'm already ready for what I'm getting into. There's certain artists that don't really have a plan. They just go in there and they all right, let me smoke a little bit. And I've been victim to that too.
I feel like that's valid too, though. Like if that's the way that you write, is you write in the booth.
Yeah, and I'm not talking about artists like that because I've done the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Like I freestyle verses. What I'm saying is more or less like you need to know what you're there for, and be able to execute it within a timely fashion. That to me says, all right, you have some sort of professionalism, some sort of structure.
Yeah. So if you are gonna punch, you're not like taking forever on each line. You're banging in each line,
right?
And you run through it.
For sure. Hell yeah. Like,
hell yeah. Nah.
Yeah.
When you make music for yourself, you step out of yourself and make music for other people that has nothing to do with you.
He said, do you make music for other people that has nothing to do with
for
you?
what?
That's a good question because my kind of music is like motivative. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know if that's a word, but it's motivating. You know what I'm saying? That's how I like to view it. It comes from a perspective of somebody who's been through some shit. You know what I'm saying? Dealing with some shit, still goes through shit, and finds the better way to deal with shit. You know what I'm saying? I haven't gotten into making songs for people who like to go to the club. You know what I mean? I haven't made songs for people who like to bounce. You know what I'm saying? Because when I get into those bags, it makes me feel like I'm not being authentic to my purpose of doing it. You know what I mean?
Shit.
If it's not me trying to uplift or give perspective or motivate or something like that, it's simply me showing bar work. I'm a lyricist at heart. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I grew up doing. I grew up writing bars. I grew up punchlines and you know, all of the punchline artists that you could think of, those are the artists that I aspired to be when I sat down at 13, 14, trying to really write raps.
Do you know the first rap you wrote?
Absolutely.
What is it?
I can see. I
Let's hear it.
Nah.
Come on, bro.
I can't do. You know what?
Don't make them put you on the spot. bro. You can say no to dollars, bro. It's okay.
I'm not going to perform it, but the first
Just say it. Like,
the first verse that I ever wrote was for a classmate of mine that had died when I was in elementary school.
Okay.
No bullshit.
Okay.
You feel what I'm
I
saying?
don't mean to make a joke out of it.
Nah, it's you know, we grown. You know what I'm saying? But I can still remember that shit to this day. I think it was probably like a 12 or something like that.
Nice.
And that was probably like the first.
I bet that meant a lot to you.
It did. The fact that I could still remember it tells me that it means a lot to me. You know what I'm saying? And again, this classmate wasn't like, I wasn't super friendly with him, but I see her every day. You know what I'm saying? I'm a kid. I'm like fucking, I might have been like
gone.
9 or 10. You know what I'm saying? In like the 4th or 5th grade or some shit. Whatever that adds up to. So the fact that I can still remember that shit tells me that, you know, it did mean something. But that was when I realized, like, I can write, I can make music. You know what I'm saying? I can make words rhyme and shit like that.
People were kind of fucking with it.
It was interesting to me. No, it was interesting to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My father did music and shit like that.
What did he do?
He was a Christian rapper. He was a gospel rapper and shit like that. Yeah.
Cool.
So, like, when he would go to the studio, when I
made that sound not cool, by the way, Dallas. Cool.
When,
Yeah. Sometimes I'm uncool.
shout out to my pops, but he knows something. But fucking, you know, shit like that motivated me to keep doing it. So I don't really look to answer your question. I really don't look to appeal to the mass. I look to appeal to who my audience is. I know who my audience is by who listens. You know what I'm saying? And I have a good amount of people that hit me whenever a new joint drops, like, yo, you just keep putting it in the words for me. You keep, you know, explaining I had somebody tell me I'm like a pastor at church. Like, you said something to me that I needed to hear in that very moment. And it's crazy like that. Like, little shit like that I don't take for granted. So I'll never really switch my lane to do some shit that's really not in my character. I'm not a club nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm not in the club every weekend. I'm not a druggie. You know what I'm saying? So I can't tell you about no pills and shit like that. What I could tell you about is my experiences. What I could tell you about is growing up in a fucked up situation. What I could tell you about is betrayal. What I could tell you about is pain. What I could tell you about is, nigga, I love music. I love hip hop. You know what I'm saying? So to my core, that's why MC is part of my name. There's a difference between a rapper and an MC.
What's the difference?
Anybody could rhyme. There's very few people that could paint pictures with words and get the crowd interacting with their shit. And when you touch somebody, you know, a part of their brain where they experience something with your music, you've done that. So MCing to me has always been something like that.
Yeah.
And I also think it's important for artists to have an identity. That way you can, like, let's say, bro, I need to be in my bag. I need to think of some shit, reflect on some shit. I'm gonna go to you. But if I'm like, I'm not gonna go to you for like, man, I need to I need to go party.
Yeah,
I need to go chill.
don't listen to me the pregame, bro.
You know what I'm
not
saying?
that
It'll be
nigga.
weird, right?
Be like, yo, I don't really feel like going out, bro.
Or I'm not gonna pull it out. He's like, yo, the bitches around. Yo, put on some C's, bro. We gonna get. we
Yeah,
gonna cry real
I'm not.
quick.
I'm not. Yeah, nah. And it ain't even
gonna go
that
home.
because truth be told, there's a different kind of music to everything, bro.
Facts.
You're not gonna listen to Kanye West and expect to get a 50 feel. You feel what I'm saying? Like you know what you going for, and when you hear it, you know what you like. So if you fuck with my shit, you gonna play my shit according to the mood that you in. But that's what I make it for.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? I'm not making it for it to be a platinum hit or be top 10 on the billboards. Like I'm not chasing hits.
And it's also not saying that your shit won't make it there either. You know what I mean?
It could.
Because you see it all the time. It happens all the time when you hear some shit. Like you'll hear all the time where a sad song or whatever it is or the paid music will make it on a chart. And you'll be like, yeah, because people fuck with it.
Here's my thing.
Like that
right?
song Drowning? That shit was crazy.
There's a crazy narrative that, and I can't say a lot of people have it, but I've heard a few people say it, is that like my song or my music is like rooted in depression. And I don't see it that way. You feel what I'm saying? Because I see it from a sense of transparency. You feel me? And if being transparent shows or comes off as that, then I have no other choice but to respect that. But really what my message is again, to motivate, to aspire, to, you know.
Because you're not rapping about depression.
Nah.
You're rapping about dealing with pain.
Overcoming shit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
The hero's journey type shit. God damn.
What is that fucking
People playing
bro?
Jenga, bro.
Oh, the Jenga.
It's crazy.
This is not even
run out of
table,
here.
bro. It's some hard plastic table. Every time someone
Jesus.
fucking loses, it smacks mad hard.
This is what happens when you outside of Fenway, man.
Yo, Fenway's crazy.
C's,
Crazy.
what's the hardest thing you've ever been through?
Getting caught with that bitch.
Shit, I wish.
He said pass.
I wish.
Right.
He's like, I'll do that every day.
I think the hardest shit I had to deal with was probably betrayal, bro. Like thinking you could trust somebody. You know what I'm saying?
Can you elaborate on the situation at all, or is it too
Real young.
Yeah.
Real young. You know what I mean? I won't get too into detail and shit like that. But a friend, a friend happened to, you know, kill another friend. And these two people kind of wouldn't have known each other if I wasn't the.
Gotcha.
So that's kind of, I mean,
So you felt some guilt about that?
a little bit. Definitely survivors, or I mean, however you would call that.
Yeah.
Survivor's remorse or some shit like that. I think
It is
It's like a butterfly effect type of guilt, like
where,
what
what happened, and
like,
that's why
I created this situation.
That's why traumatized is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy. I ain't mean to get this deep at all, but that's really what traumatized is like me in these situations. What would the situations be if I wasn't in them? Or what would that's why the first line in the song is, I always wonder what would happen if this shit would have went different. You feel what I'm saying? There's so much in that song that people may not understand because they don't know me, but the people that do are gonna get that. You feel me? So traumatized is probably, to your question, that probably explains a lot of some of the deepest shit that I've been through. You feel me?
Do you dwell on those type of thoughts a lot? Like, you know, what if the situation had gone differently, or not even just that specific situation, but like, you know, trying to change time. You know, like things happen, right, throughout the course of time.
Right.
And you might regret some shit, you might, you know, whatever. Right. Like, but like, so is that something that you find yourself dwelling on a lot? Like, I wish I could change the past?
In instances, you know what I'm saying? Like my man's the anniversary of his death just passed. I mean, in July and shit like that. So in instances like that, it's like, of course, things are gonna come to your mind when you standing there and you talking to the ground. Sure. You feel what I'm saying? So it's gonna make you question some shit. But you know, it's been so long. This shit happened when I was like 15. You feel what I'm saying? I was 16. My man was 15. And, you know, for a long time, I carried that shit with me. My family carried that shit with me. My niggas carried that shit with us. And, you know, a lot of shit happened behind that. to the point where now it's just like, you know, it's life, bro. We grown. This is part of the, you know, what you grew up in, what you accepted as the life that you gonna live with the people that you wanna live with and shit like that. It may have been a fucked up situation and you miss your niggas, bro, but this is that's how life goes. It's kind of on some shit where it's like, with that situation, that shit numbed me to death.
Yeah.
That shit numbed me to death. Like, I can't, like, I've been to funerals after that, and I can't, like, I'm standing there, I'm like, why can't I cry?
Crying?
You know what I'm saying? Why can't I cry?
Yeah.
I can relate to that.
Do you find yourself like not giving a shit about like kind of anything after that? You know what I mean? Like where like you feel more numb in general. I was 15, probably 16 type shit. At that time, I didn't give a fuck about nothing, bro. I didn't care about nothing, bro. But the older I got, like I'm the oldest of a big family. Nice. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like the older I got, I started to realize like, if not for nothing, this is who you gotta be here for. You feel what I'm saying? Like, figure your shit out so that they're not dealing with the same shit that you dealing with right now. Mm-hmm. And that's kind of what got me, you know, out of that whole numb feeling and having some type of a conscience or, you know, second thought to my actions and shit like that. So yeah, that situation shaped a lot of who I am. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I would say,
bro.
I would say props to you for like,
I can imagine,
you know, rising up out of that and not, you know, falling into despair and being like, really don't give a fuck, get into drugs or get into like, you know, heavy, you know, nefarious activity.
Right.
You know, but doing your thing now, right?
Nah, for sure, man, for sure. And yeah. I've always lived by music. You feel what I'm saying? Like a lot of my life, damn near my whole life, like far back memories where I could think in the kids' room at Big Mommy crib type shit, like it was always music. So I'll always carry that with me, and it just so happened that, you know, I mean, rest in peace, my nigga, we was rapping then. Once he went, the first thing I did was write a song for him. You can still find that shit on YouTube right now. My nigga, like, I'm telling you, like,
can we pull it up?
16, 17, we ain't gotta do that right now.
Nah, you don't want?
If y'all want to check that shit out,
yeah,
man,
how do people find it?
Go check out Missing You featuring Cuss Words by C's. You should be able to find that shit. I mean, rest in peace to my nigga DJ, you heard?
Yeah.
But yeah, bro, it's like, I don't know. That's why Product of the Pain is what it is. Like, I felt like I never really had a way to push that out. You feel what I'm saying? And be able to write it out. Like, I was always told as a kid and shit like that, like, you're supposed to write your shit and burn it, whatever. However you see,
like you
whatever.
Forget about it. Yeah.
Just tell you to do. You write your problems and shit, and you throw it in the fire and you leave it there. My way of doing that is write that shit, put it in the fucking universe, and leave it there. You feel what I'm saying? Right. So however you perceive that, whether you think I'm a gangster rapper or you think I'm a depressed rapper, whatever you categorize me, you heard it. That's my intention, and that's what it's gonna be. You feel me? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, but I will say this. Product of the Pain 2 right now, the idea, this is probably going to be the last one because I don't want to get stuck in a box.
Sure.
So I'm probably going to start getting more to, you know, the lyricism part of this whole game, because that's definitely a side of this shit that people are neglecting to notice is coming back.
Yeah.
You feel me? Lyricism is definitely a pillar in this shit, and it needs to be brought to the forefront.
It swung so far away from lyricism, it's got to come back.
I think the Drake and Kendrick thing kind of showed that though too, and also like people say that, but then all the top charting people, everybody says, "Oh, they got bars all the time." Like
I
feel like a lot of people's categorization of bars is skewed. Because just saying some funny shit don't mean you got bars. You feel what I'm saying?
I feel like this is the best time to be alive as a lyricist and a listener, because like we have our Childish Gambinos, we have our Kanye Wests, we have our actual poetic geniuses, our J. Cole's, our Kendrick Lamar's, right? And I feel like the only reason why people still connect to hip hop is because of the things that are being said, the things that are moving the culture forward.
That's exactly it.
You feel me?
And that one word that you just said.
Absolutely. And I think a lot of people think like, hip hop is more alive than it's ever been right now. Ever been,
Gotta
bro.
be.
Got to be bigger. I'm gonna be real, bro. I feel like hip hop is bigger than it was like in the 90s, bro.
Oh no, it definitely is.
Yeah.
It's way bigger. Like just the talent bar has been raised. No,
No.
you don't think so? I feel like talent. I feel like talent has.
If that was the
because-
case, if the talent bar was raised and the essential idea of what this shit is, there would be a lot more Benny the Butchers. There would be a lot more Cordays. There would be a lot more JIDs. There'd be a lot more.
They're talented in a different way.
But there are all those guys versus say 1990 when there's I'm sure
Rakim,
plenty of local
Big
guys
L.
that I never heard of.
It also,
But there was a small handful of real big acts.
we also forget there was some trash ass motherfuckers popping out there too. Like they would rhyme, there would be some nursery rhyme shit that wasn't that nice, but it was
Curtis
like,
Blows and all of that
That's
shit.
real.
you know what I'm saying? So like people always seem to forget that part. You know what I'm saying? Like that's because we were spoiled with like when you talk about Tupac and Biggie and Wu-Tang first coming out, all them niggas, but like it's still like there was some whack motherfuckers out.
Here's my thing.
Let's be real.
I love hip hop. I just hate when that label is put onto pop music.
No, that's a fact.
Hip hop's different.
Why do you hate that though? Because it could be true.
Because pop and hip hop are completely different.
Pop is like the popular genre of the time, though.
Pop is no.
There's a
Pop
sound,
has
I get
elements
but
to it, and hip hop also has 5 to 7, right? Elements is what is it? Breakdancing, graffiti, vocals.
But we're talking about the rap
MC,
music. We're talking about
DJ.
rap music.
Oh yeah,
Right.
no, rap
In
is
this
different
case.
than hip hop,
Well,
though.
but then it's what people
Rap is
wanted, right?
different than hip hop.
Change it.
Anybody can rap, not anybody can be a hip hop artist.
But bro, the fact that it's pop now though
Yeah,
is the
break
reason
dance.
why somebody
DJ.
could go buy their mom's a mansion because of the lyrics. You know what I mean? Like more often because back then, them crazy lyricists wasn't making the money they can't make now.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? So like yo, when you watching like a fucking random commercial, like an insurance commercial, and it'll be like a hip hop beat behind it, that means yo, like y'all, we made it. You know what I'm saying? We out here.
Here's the issue that I have with it, and this goes back to the point that I was making earlier, or the shit that we was talking about earlier with streams and all of that shit like that, right? Your artist that is called hip hop and can make that dance record, can make that lyric record, could do whoop whoop whoop, got to live off of these streams and merch. The hip hop pop artist that's being labeled as hip hop, he don't got to worry about that. He got a whole machine by him because he's actually pop. He doesn't. They don't categorize him as a hip hop artist.
What would you call Kendrick Lamar Not Like Us?
That's hip hop.
That's not pop?
No, that is pop. But hold on. Here's why it's pop. A, because it's popular, super popular, and it defines a generation. Most pop music that you hear defined a generation.
Yeah, people will remember not like
So,
this.
but the only reason why, and that's probably the only pop song that you could find from Kendrick Lamar, the only reason why that is,
Pull up, drank.
Yeah, it's not. And I feel like I think what
I would call that more commercial than I
feel like what Caesar's trying to say, and correct me if I'm wrong.
Hold on. What I'm trying to say is the only reason why that Not Like Us record sounds like pop is because Kendrick took that angle to win the beef. He beat Drake at his own game.
He did do that.
True.
He beat Drake, who is one of the top pop artists right now, at his own game. And that's exactly how Drake plays his beefs. He puts out a dope pop record that got a diss in it that you got to hear for the next year.
Yeah, but
And
it's back to
Kendrick
back.
did exactly that.
It was kind of
That's the only reason why that
Yeah.
song sounds like
So
pop.
so where's really the line between hip hop and pop at that point? If they're both doing that, there's plenty of other guys doing it.
I think it's the reason why you do it, what you do it for.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like
that.
there's you have artists like Kendrick who have had commercial or pop records, whatever you want to categorize it as. J. Cole, who has had those kind of records that still stick to the essence of what the culture means. Pop didn't push America forward, bro.
Michael Jackson.
Hip,
but here's the thing. This is the thing. I'm trying to say.
You said Michael Jackson did?
Michael Jackson pop music, bro. He's a king of pop. He pushed the style of
hip
pop
hop
music
culture
forward.
Pushes America daily.
For
Daily.
sure.
Hip hop is the biggest influence
Absolutely.
on America,
for
bro.
sure.
Megan
Since the
Thee Stallion
90s.
was twerking.
Since the 90s,
Hold on.
but before
Hold on, wait
hip
a second.
hop.
But this is why I'm saying that being categorized as a hip hop artist when you're really a pop artist is offensive to people who are really hip hop artists.
Who would you say? Who's an artist that's an example of that?
Drake,
Drake.
perfect example.
Yeah.
Take nothing away from him, but he's a pop artist, bro.
Right.
He's been a pop artist for a long time.
He
And they
flexes about it.
Okay,
Too.
what about Chris Brown?
He's R&B though, right?
No, that is
R&B.
hip hop. That's hip hop. He does graffiti. He break dances.
That's
he
the
makes his
widest way I've
own
ever heard
beats.
anybody say hip
He
hop.
makes his own beats, bro.
Hold on,
Look,
hold on,
this
hold on,
is the
hold on,
thing.
hold on.
This is where we get distracted,
Hold on.
and this is why my philosophy is so
Yeah,
important to this conversation, because I'm being the devil's advocate, because I'm really using the construct of your theology, and it's kind of contradicting because y'all are saying these are the branches of hip hop, but this is a pop artist mastering all the branches of hip hop, right?
Yeah.
And he's still not considered hip hop, even though that's who I'm talking. That's who we're
get-
talking. I can bring up.
and I respect
I can
that.
say Tory Lanez. I can say a bunch of
I
other
respect that.
analogies.
It starts off hip hop in terms.
So you agree that Chris Brown is under the hip hop umbrella?
He is under the hip hop umbrella, but
For sure, then what
hold
is
on.
hip-hop at this
He
point
is,
then?
First of all, Chris Brown is black culture right now, so of course he's under the hip hop culture. He knows how to rap, so of course he is under the hip hop
He can
culture.
rap.
He break dances, cool. He has elements of hip hop in him. Tell me what Chris Brown came out as an artist.
R&B.
Tell me what most of his music gets most of their plays from.
R&B.
Right. R&B.
Why is we talking about Chris Brown as a hip hop artist, bro?
Yeah, but most of my favorite Chris Brown songs are rap songs.
Well, we started talking about pop and the elemental differences between pop and hip hop. I wanted to just make a point.
What about the Australian
That's saying-
breakdancer Ray Gun? Is she hip hop?
No, not at all.
don't know
Because
who
I
that
feel
is.
like
I
you know.
can't talk
Can we
about
pull up?
Yo, breakdancing
That
is
shit was crazy. No, I felt a certain way. I got offended by that shit. No, but did you see the Olympic breakdancing?
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
That shit was offensive as fuck, bro. I don't even understand
That shit was ridiculous.
Because there's breakdancers that work mad hard day in and day out,
Yeah.
and then she goes up on stage saying,
She-
"Oh, this is just my style." That's
Yo,
not practicing, bro.
She
You didn't
rigged.
practice.
She rigged the qualifiers too, because she has she's in some PhD program for like interpretive dance or some
course
shit in
she is.
Australia, and her husband was on the committee that like chooses the representative for the Olympics.
Okay.
And she won that and beat out all the other people to go to the Olympics.
that just shows how powerful pussy is, though.
and
to be on the Olympic
that was the
stage.
last Olympic breakdancing there will be.
Right.
That's the
Bro,
only year they're having it.
The Japanese homie was sick though.
This is correct. Nah,
Everybody was great.
Nah, the guys did they shit.
Everybody was
I don't
great.
know what the fuck this is.
So we can watch it at least because I want to see.
I have to pee so bad,
I need to
guys.
see. Okay, we're gonna wrap up soon. We're gonna wrap up soon. Just skip ahead to Ray.
No,
Gun
do
a
your
little bit,
thing.
too.
I can hold it.
Here we go. Yes.
yeah, you gotta
Okay.
There she goes, dude.
hype up.
You know, my favorite meme about this was somebody was like, my 4-year-old when they
Just
ask
look
if they
at
could
her.
sleep in bed with me.
Y'all, so I dance for funk. Like, I've been to Zay's class. This is probably somebody that hasn't, like, never danced
Yo,
in
the
their
back- yo,
life, bro.
Is she okay, bro?
Dude, the move on the floor, touching her toes, is one of the worst fucking things.
Hey yo, bro, I don't think I've ever seen somebody dance unseasoned.
I've never seen.
That's crazy.
Yo,
Bro,
no
like,
shit.
it's obvious that somebody taught her the choreo, but she just didn't learn it on time.
It's
bro.
just she's not athletic. She's not.
Bro,
well, actually, she does some shit.
a lot of what she doing is
Oh
like
jeez,
Oh,
get
my
her in
God.
the class.
Oh,
She's
Actual
done
breakdance.
right
how
after that.
how like hard do you think?
yo, she didn't
felt
really
douched
win
out.
this shit, right?
No, she got 0 points.
All right,
Zero.
Yeah, she got 0.
I've never
saw
seen
people
anybody
saying that
perform
she
this
won that shit,
badly
bro.
in the Olympics ever.
She got literally 0
She
points
shut
in
down breakdancing forever, bro. There's no more breakdancing in the Olympics after
They
this.
took it off.
The Jamaican
out.
chick in the race in the 400-meter dash did pretty bad. She quit.
Wow.
Was this the first year that they did this shit?
Yeah,
never
yeah.
First
seen
time
this.
ever.
Which happens. They do.
ended it.
They
And
try
then,
sports out,
I
but
think they should
Last
keep
year
that
was
shit.
the first year for
I think they should keep
skateboarding.
that shit in.
this is
Yeah,
not an
well,
Olympic
they should.
sport. This is
The thing
crazy.
is, it's hard. It's like super. It's like hard to.
It's not
judge.
objective.
She's
Yeah, it's not
yawning at him,
objective.
bro.
How are they gonna have this but not MMA?
No way.
I know.
Nah, no funny.
MMA should
I
be.
would vote for MMA.
Imagine
before
Olympic
I voted for
MMA,
this.
dude.
I'm not gonna lie. Yeah,
The American heavyweight and shit. Like,
I
oh
think
my God.
MMA.
Bro, I think beer pong would be better than this.
Yeah, for sure.
Beer pong takes skill.
Sure.
Nah.
Oh, you miss Ray Gun, bro.
Bro, it's just
We can keep it going. It's the whole video. It's like 7 minutes long.
Is it muted, Jim? The sound's gonna fuck us up.
No, it's muted.
But okay,
I
but
wanna
yeah.
watch this cringy ass shit, man. Look.
Yeah, I
at
know.
her. She look crazy.
We
She
gotta, we gotta get out of here.
She look wild as hell, bro.
We'll let Ray Gun rock. C's. Thank you for coming, my brother. Everybody,
already,
go
man.
fucking stream Product of the Paint
Yes.
too.
Where's my camera? Where's my camera? Which
it's
one's
right,
my
it's
camera?
right there.
This is the product of
the
the
middle
pain,
one,
bro.
the middle one, the
Hey,
middle one.
listen,
Or this-
man.
Oh, is that one?
Through
Is that
some
one?
pain right now.
Listen, man. Make sure y'all go stream Product of the Pain too. You feel what I'm saying? These niggas is fucking blue. Who? Was that you?
Yeah.
Whispering? What's
Yeah.
up with y'all whispering, man?
That's
Yeah,
not
you
my
fuck with
whispering.
it.
We heard you like that shit, bro.
Product
We heard
of
you
the
like
pain.
that shit.
I don't like whispering,
All
bro.
streaming
I got
platforms.
headphones.
Y'all
and
the ones
shit.
with ears. I don't got no ears.
Y'all crazy, man. But nah, yeah, man. Make sure y'all go stream Product of the Pain 2 right now. You feel what I'm saying? Me and Dallas Rose gonna be dropping a project soon, right, my boy?
Yeah, let's do it,
Yeah,
bro.
you already know the fucking
Let's do it.
vibes. you
Yeah,
feel
and
what
when
I'm
Caesar's
saying?
ready to go R&B, he's gonna hit me up. He already knows that.
And we got Ray Gun on
Chris
the
Brown
next
hip-hop.
music video.
Make sure you come grab the merch. You feel me? Come over to New Deal, get you a motherfucking pre-roll, all of that shit.
Smoke some of those Jeters.
It's all home team shit. Y'all know what's up with it.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
We'll be back next week. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe.
Baby, I just love the hustle. Can't seem to shake it off me. Anyway, regardless. Out the struggle. Plate is gone. Yeah. Look, it ain't no love up in these streets. Wanna see all my niggas eat. If it's a plate at my table, promise we all could get a piece. Ain't no rules if it's drama, and ain't no talking if it's beef. Get in the field like a lineman and put some mud up on them cleats. I know it's all about timing, and every dog gon' get a treat. That only come when you grindin'. This kind of cause ain't for the weak. I lived it all, so I put it inside the clauses in my speech. See niggas fall out for nothing. Find out that karma's bittersweet. This shit is deep. When we at war, we at that door like trick or treat. And can spot a bird, nigga, by who got the biggest beak. I ain't impressed. I've been a menace, play like Dennis with the sling. Spin and hit the shot on him, feel like Dennis off the wing. If it wasn't 9 to 5, had to make it off a zing. Went from busting those down till I made it off a P. Tell him I just let her hustle, feel like Mitch in a V. Dodging Rico's trying to stay out of the vision of police. Baby, I just let her hustle. I can't seem to shake it off me by any means, anyway, regardless. Gotta make it out the struggle. Don't sleep till the plate is gone. Understand the wins gon' feel better than the losses. I just let her hustle. I can't seem to shake it off me by any means, anyway, regardless. Gotta make it out the struggle. Don't sleep till the plate is gone. Understand the wins gon' feel better than the loss. Let it be known that I roll solo everywhere cause niggas fake. And I don't trust a soul because he suckin' niggas hate. No favor for a favor when you fucking with a snake. When the shit don't go they way, watch they throw it in your face. Bitch, you fucking with a great. No, something's gotta shake. My back against the wall case they plotting on my fate. If it's problems to resolve, got that answer on my waist. Let it go if it gotta be me or you, it's no debate. I'm from the 8, no politicking on my side. My niggas ride, let it swing and park a nigga if we ever gotta slide. Know the Reaper been lurking, so tell them niggas running high. Try to vibe, but these niggas went and shook up the hive. I arrived, these weak niggas rather see my demise. I survive, cause see when they tryna fool you with smiles, not surprised. Tell them pack it up, stand on my business and I back it up. Could never stop until I had enough. Baby, I just let her hustle. I can't seem to shake it off me by any means, anyway, regardless. Gotta make it out the struggle. Don't sleep till the plate is gone. Understand the wins gon' feel better than the losses. I just let her hustle. I can't seem to shake it off me by any means, anyway, regardless. Gotta make it out the struggle. Don't sleep till the plate is gone. Understand the wins gon' feel better than the losses. Anyway, regardless. Sleep till the plate is gone. Feel better than the losses.